Hey everyone, it's Mr. Flying Pig HD here for the Full-Time Devils YouTube channel. Manchester United have just lost 2-1 to Sunderland at the Stadium of Light in the Barclays Premier League. It's a terrible result and a terrible performance. How is Louis van Gaal even still Manchester United manager? I personally don't know. The tactics and the intent and everything displayed out there, especially in the second half, was completely terrible. I don't know how we're going to relegation fodder and putting in such poor performances. We got bullied and bossed around in that second half by Sunderland. It's not acceptable. I don't know how he's managing to get us playing so badly with all the players we have, all the resources at his disposal, all the money he's spent, and we're still playing that terribly against, let's face it, teams that we should definitely be beating. And that's just the way it is. It's poor from Louis van Gaal, it's poor from United, and something needs to change. We need to get somebody else in, but that's just my opinion. I mean, the actual game, the performance was dreadful in the second half. First half, it was decent. We've started the game badly. They've got a speculative ball into the box from a free kick. Poor defending from the set piece. It's trickled through everybody, deceived everybody. There's an element of luck to it, of course, but surely we've got to be dealing with that. It's deceived David De Gea in the goal and gone in behind him in the far post to give them the 1-0 lead right from the start. Manchester United, we picked our heads up, we got on with it, we moved the ball around nicely, we created chances, we got balls into the box, and it didn't take us long to get the equaliser. Anthony Martial with a lovely deft, dinked finish over the keeper. Fantastic technique displayed from the lad with his left foot. Just fantastic goal and finishing ability from the lad displayed week in, week out. Anthony Martial, 10 goals now for the campaign for Manchester United. That's a great return from the lad. Long may it continue. One for the future, one for right now. Can't rant and rave enough about Anthony Martial, but it wasn't enough to give us the win at the end of the game. It's actually a decent first half. We finished the first half strongly. We controlled and bossed the game really against Sunderland in that first 45 minutes. But the second half was terrible. I don't know what Louis van Gaal said to them at half-time, but his motivational speech must be practically non-existent. He's basically said, you played well in the first half, man. Don't do that in the second half, because that's what it seemed like. Revert back to terrible, slow, boring tactics. Sunderland first to everything. Sunderland more hungry, showing more attacking intent, moving the ball forward nicely, causing us lots of problems. And late on in the game, we've got what we deserve really, because they did win the second half, clearly in my opinion. And they've put a corner into the box. Kasri again with a lovely corner, lovely set piece. Ball in. Coney's on the edge of the area there, just not marked whatsoever. And he headed, or edge of the 6-yard box rather, he heads it down. David De Gea sort of elbowed it into his goal. It's gone down as a David De Gea own goal, but really it's a good Coney header. But the lad's not being marked. It's terrible defending once again from set pieces. We are having mares. This should not be happening at this level. All this money spent. Manchester United, we're letting in soft goals. That was another poor goal. Somebody's got to be marking that lad. Defensive frailties shown once again. And the performances out there, once again, not up to the level that they should be. We should be beating Sunderland. We should be playing much better against Sunderland. It all comes down to Louis van Gaal. It all comes down to the management. We should be doing much better. You could argue we've got injury problems, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Really, we need the strength and depth. We've got a plan for these situations. You know, we don't have enough coming off the bench. We don't have a strong enough squad, really. We've got serious issues, and we need to address them immediately. Louis van Gaal needs to go. He looks like he's going to be staying here to the end of the season, but I think we should get Mourinho in ASAP. Get somebody in right now, but I don't think it's going to happen. The board seem relatively happy with him. I do not know why. Anyway, really frustrating game of football. Poor result. We're 6 points off the Champions League spots now, and they've got games in hand as well. The teams above us, so it's shocking. We're basically kissing goodbye to the Champions League. That's what's happened with this game. Terrible performance. Are we going to get Champions League? Let me know what you think about it. Should we stick with Louis van Gaal? Get commenting below. For now, this is Mr. Flying Pig HD here for the Full-Time Devils YouTube channel. Chuck a like on this video and subscribe to them if you're not subscribed. Come and check out my channel on YouTube at Mr. Flying Pig HD and on Twitter too. But until next time, take it easy, have a good one, and sort it out, Manchester United.
The only way into the Champions League, I feel, for us now is through the back door in the Europa League. And that makes Thursday's game against Midtjylland very, very, very important. And why are we saying that about the Europa League? I can't stand the Europa League. I'd love if we stuck our under-21s out there on Thursday and just forgot about it. But now it's become important to us. The Europa League's important to Manchester United. It says it's all about how far we've fallen.